Hi and welcome to this new timeless reading. Let's take a look at what frequency is currently available for activation, and it's going to be in three cards. The first one is the details, the second one is what can be released, and the third one is advice. So let's check out the frequency. And we have the the Seven of Wands, and I'm getting there's I'm hearing team, but there's like a certain collective that's about to step into action and actually help push the boundaries of what society is currently accepting. That's way lower than the standards we deserve. And it's a movement that I started seeing online very recently after, let's say, what happened in Nepal and how they kind of like shifted the whole government and the parliament and protests and all that. Is the energy is spreading worldwide, and now there's also people that are very receptive to it and are stepping into action. And I'm not talking about burning things down or whatever. If that's possibly not ideal, clearly, but people want change, they deserve change, and if you even have the intention, what's good with what they did is that now you can have beyond an intention, you can actually see that it's possible to have positive change that actually does benefit people. And now, what can we release? And it's the Nine of Swords, which is a defeatist worldview. Like, it's the way it is, and the powers that be, and like all the darkness in the world, and this and that, and feeling very caught up in it and very affected by it, even if it's happening anywhere in the world that has nothing to do with you directly, but you're in contact with the news and it actually gets to you, which like life of an empath or something. But like, it's difficult not to acknowledge that it's absolutely going wrong in so many areas, for sure. But at the same time, you can't channel hope if you're drowning into the sorrows of immense populations that you're not directly connected to. So you're kind of like looking for like a negative connection. Instead, let's say there's many people in the world that have dire situations currently, but if you look at them like, oh my god, poor you, this is terrible, and you're freaking out having an anxiety attack about it, is that helping anybody? Absolutely not. And also it's making you a more miserable person when without going into thoughts and prayer mode, which, to some degree it's like not sure that's really getting the job done either, but at least being hopeful and seeing that it's possible and raising your energy and finding an angle that works both for you and that you wish to see happen upon like the world and circumstances is much more beneficial, because then you get into solution mode. And it's okay, like at some point you kind of have to be there for a minute, for sure, because you need to assess the seriousness of the situation, but remaining in it is really not the best place to be. And also it's draining your energy immensely, and it can affect everybody and everything around you, and it can become like a prison cell, literally, and an addiction to negativity. And now what's the advice? And it's the Seven of Swords. And in the Seven of Swords is what I'm getting is do your part, but don't take upon yourself more than is meant for you to carry. So that's why there's like two swords behind him, and he's carrying 5, which is, let's say, at his full capacity that he can handle right now. And that's fine. And you have to respect your energy and be considerate with your resources and those of others around you, even if it's empathy, for them to listen to what you're going through or how you see the world and all that. It's very necessary to some degree, carry your own like cross if you're dealing with things. Also ask for help if it's too much for sure, but by respecting the load you actually can carry, even if it means less for today, maybe more for tomorrow, depending what you're dealing with. Sometimes that's how you need to modulate the situation, the load, you know, even if it's like a workload or family, anything like that. Just not pushing yourself too much will accomplish a lot at the end of the week. So yeah, that's a shorter message, but I think it's very needed in these times, and I hope it resonated.